All right, so now I'm going to start to get closer to the horses, noticing their body language, tracking them at all times, while noticing my own body. If there's ever a moment that I am not noticing my own body, I'm going to pause and recenter and then re-engage, because I am trying to meet them. And so in order to meet another being, I want to make sure I'm speaking their language clearly so that there's not confusion, which could equate to not being safe. And I want to make sure this interaction feels safe for everybody involved. I want to lean into earned trust versus my own agenda. And so I'm getting closer. Prince's ears are on me. So sometimes when a horse's ears are all the way back, that can be a signal that they want you to back up. However, in this case, I'm behind him. So his ear is actually just directed towards me so that he can hear everything that I'm doing. Because if you notice, I don't know if you can see it, but his other ear is actually forward on Spirit, the other horse, and then his left ear closest to me is on me. So that indicates to me that he's just aware, he's just noticing. And he's still eating food, so that's a good sign that he's still in rest and digest, meaning he feels safe to eat and continue living his life while still noticing me. So now we're in the window of exploration. So I just get to explore what's green light and what's red light. And so him eating is a green light, so I could get closer. Hey, he just turned and looked at me. So now he has his ear on me and he's checking me out with his vision. I'm gonna get a little closer. I'm gonna offer my hand so he can smell me. And right there, he just touched me. So I didn't touch him. I just created an opening by making sure my knees were soft. I positioned myself at his shoulder so he can see me. And then I offered a hand so that he could smell me and so that his nose met me versus my hand meeting him. I want him to touch me first. So that was a pretty clear invitation that we're now, we can now interact. There he goes and touches my hand again. He's totally cool with me standing here. I'm going to give him just a little bit more time to kind of get used to me standing here before I go all the way in and touch his body in other places, even though he has given me the green light. But I just want to make sure he's feeling good with this. Another reason I want to go slow right here is because I am in between two fences and there's a horse on the other side of him. So he could feel trapped. He's not giving any signs that he feels trapped, but this is an area, the way that we're set up right now, that there's the potential for him to feel trapped. And because he's a prey animal, I want to make sure he always feels safe to leave. So there is an exit. He could go forward. He could leave at any moment, or he could back up. But from the side to side, there's not a whole lot of space. So I want to make sure we both feel comfortable here. This isn't an area to rush things. And so I'm just going to get a little closer to his shoulder. I'm looking at him, but I'm not staring him directly in the eyes. And there we go, another green light. He's continuously giving me consistent feedback that it's okay that I'm here. He's also still eating.
What are you tracking in yourself?
In myself, I'm tracking that I feel good. I feel calm. And so I'm noticing my breath is still down in my pelvis. My knees are still bent and I feel like solid in my feet. And he's actually helping me to co-regulate. And so while I did my own work away from him, because I have somewhat of a relationship with him before this video, and because he's giving me a lot of green lights, I'm tracking that I also feel calm. And so he's helping me drop more into that sense of calmness through my breath, through my feet. I just noticed I took a deeper exhale. So even something about speaking that out loud is helping me kind of get more into my sense of safety. And so now I'm just going to be really curious about him. So I'm going to touch his hair, I'm going to touch his shoulder, while at the same time still tracking body language, because just because he's okay with me doing this doesn't mean that at any point he couldn't change his mind. And if he does change his mind, that's okay. I readjust. But for now, he's okay with this. He's still eating, he's still tracking me. So now I'm going to give him some scratches, and I'm just going to carefully check to make sure this is still okay. And so when I become curious about him, I choose to remain in the conversation. And same with him. As long as he's remaining curious about me, he wants to engage in this conversation. Ooh. So now I'm just going to see if we can exist near each other. So I'm going to take care of my needs. He's taking care of his needs. He's eating food. And so I'm noticing I want to do some stretching, a little bit of stiffness. So I'm just going to explore like how he feels if we're both just taking care of our needs in close proximity. Whew. And so I even noticed as I started stretching, his leg started cocking a little bit, meaning he took some weight off of a leg. And so that means that he's getting deeper into a state of relaxation. He's not in full cock with his toe all the way into the ground, but he's starting to remove some weight from that back leg.